Hi guys, I'm here to do a update, some reviews, a little haul, and to show you some really cute things that I've gotten so far. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is kick off with some really nifty things that I have purchased, and these are not so much book related but business related, but I have just made an order to get some business cards and a tote bag for my Bittenbybooklust channel, so I'm really excited. So first of all, I'd like to show you just these really cute little business cards I have for my business that I'm making and creating, and I just think they're so adorable. It has all most of my details, where you can find me and things like that, so I'm really excited to start using those. And just pushing along here, I also got myself a custom-made tote bag for my business as well, and I'm getting one for, like I said, for Bittenbybooklust as well. The owls are not they're like a pre-design, but I figure once I start learning how to do other things I can design my own, but for now these are really cute and it's going to get my business up and running soon. Well, at least get the promotional side of things done, and plus I just think this is cute. And I'm going to a lot of meetings, and everyone's like, oh, do you have a business card? I'm like, no, not yet, but now I do, so I can just hand these out. So, you may recall that I tried to participate in the readathon and kind of epically failed because I only read one book. But I'm here to do a few very quick reviews on the books that I've read. So, one of the mangas that I did read after and I was planning to is Fake, and it is by Tsunami Moto, and this is a yaoi or a gay manga, and I really enjoy it because the main characters bounce off each other really well. It's set in a police department and it revolves around crimes, and there's a lot of different short stories in manga form in this, and it's all based around, I think it's mostly juvenile cases and things like that. So it's really kind of funny and quirky, and there's a lot of kind of cute make-out scenes as well, and I really like the emotions of the characters and how they react and their personalities, and how the main two characters sort of bounce off each other as well while fighting their kind of ever-growing love for each other, and how the children that they sort of come across impact their relationship and impact their lives. The manga is really, the actual artwork's pretty good too. Probably a really bad example, but I just love the I don't know what you'd call them because I'm not a manga expert, but just the funny expressions and things like that. Usually, when I read a manga, I don't usually buy the next one because when I pick up mangas, they're kind of like, oh, I've seen them for really cheap or second-hand or something like that, and I just want something really quick to read. But I can see myself probably picking up the next one in the series if I can find it, because I really enjoyed it. I love the characters so much, so that's that one. Then, along with the manga too, I read Vampire Portrait Volume 1, and this is another gay one with two gay characters. And this one's about a vampire who asks the main character Lou, who is a painter, to paint his portrait because he can't see what he looks like. He's never known what he's looked like since he turned into a vampire. And it's kind of about their past, and what links Lou to the main character. What's his name? CN. And it's not so much heavy at all. I think there may have been a kissing scene or something like that, but really it's not. It's more like when that sort of temptation when a vampire bites you, and that sort of arousal kind of state of in the book. But there's not really any make-out scenes or anything like that. It's actually quite action-packed, to be honest, and I really enjoyed that, and I really breezed through this a lot. And I've seen the second book on Book Depository, so I'm definitely thinking about getting that at some stage too. Obviously not too soon, but again, it had some funny parts, some sad parts, some sort of titillating parts, and I just love some gay manga, so I really enjoy gay manga in its form. And again, the pictures are really beautiful. I love these pictures. So I think the artwork in this one's really nice. So I really enjoyed actually reading some manga, and my library, because we live in such a cultural state in our town, which is primarily Asian kind of people and Indians and things like that, we tend to have a lot more different cultural books. So there's lots more different Japanese, Chinese, etc., than there is sort of English inspired works, I guess you could say. So I'm going to check out some more. Maybe I might be able to find the next couple in the series at the library or something like that. But I really enjoy these books. I definitely would recommend them if you're starting to get into some manga or some gay manga. These would be two books that I would definitely recommend to pick up. And then I read sorry, I just swallowed. Black Knight with Windows by Nicolette Stasko. And I'm not really sure where to find this book or anything like that, so I'm sure you could probably look it up on Goodreads, or if not, I'm not sure. But I really did enjoy this book of short poetry. It is very, very short. The poems aren't very long, but they definitely have impact. I have my favourites. I have little sort of post-it notes as well throughout that. So this book, it's really hard to describe what it's about, but it's just kind of random, emotional roller coaster. But it also has its very quiet moments as well, and I guess it's poignant in a sense as well. So I'm not really good at reviewing poetry, but if you are into poetry, I would suggest if you ever come across this book to pick it up, or if you're just interested in trying something different, it's definitely worth taking the time to read it. And she's got a beautiful lyrical voice as well, and it's very dark and spacious as well. So, sorry if I'm talking really slow. Breathe. So yeah, I really did enjoy the books that I read. Obviously, they're going to be added to my 50 book challenge, and so I'll probably be adding those. And I'm coming close to 30 books this year, or 30 stories, or whatever you want to say, so I'm pretty good at that. And then moving on really swiftly, this is my big pile of business cards. Moving on really swiftly, I have got 3 books to show you. I'm not buying really many books, and I think I really only bought one, and they've been sitting on my shelf for a while. I picked up this book today for $2 at the newsagents. It's called Coaching Successfully by John Eaton and Roy Johnson. My business is going to be revolving around, or one of the many aspects of my business is going to be revolving around coaching and life coaching and organization coaching. And I always find books just helpful sometimes to give you tips and tricks and sort of to keep me on the ball and things for me to remember. And I really like this sort of format where it's pictures and exercises and quick questions and things to think about. So for $2, I thought this was definitely great value. Then I was sent this by the author. It's called The Academy Introductions by C.L. Stone. And this one reads, with an agoraphobic mother and a belly-dead father, Sang Sorensen abhors the isolation keeping her in the shadows. Sang craves to be accepted as ordinary because being different meant being cast out alone. In a new school district, Sang infiltrates a group of boys nearly perfect every way. Grateful for an influence outside of her parents' negativity, she quickly bonds with the boys, hoping to learn to blend in. Only the boys have the secret too, and do anything to keep her safe from the knowledge of the mysterious academy that they have sworn allegiance to bit by bit. Sang discovers that her friends are far from the normalcy she expected. Will her loyalty change when she is forced to remain in the dark, or will she accept that she's traded one house of secrets for another? Meet Coda, Victor, Salas, Nathan, Gabriel, Luke, and North in the first of a brand new heart-throbbing series. So that sounds fantastic, and I just must admit that guy's pretty sexy. So thank you if you are watching, C.L. Stone. Thank you very much. I'm really excited to read this. Hoping to get to it next month if possible. But I will be reading it. It took a long time to get in the mail though, so that was weird. And then lastly, I'm not sure if I showed this to you, but I'm showing it to you now. I got the last book in the Amy Plum series. I'm still kind of working my way through the first book. I know I said I was going to do a big read through, but it just never happened, so I'm taking my time. But I have If I Should Die, and I'm so super spanking glad that they actually kept the same covers, so they match all the covers here that I have. And I won't read the back because obviously I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. So, I'm really excited to read that too. So, I think that's about all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just a quick update, some very, very brief reviews, and some good news and some sweet products I wanted to show you. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video finds you fantastically well. I just sounded like Caitlin then, sorry. If you haven't seen Caitlin's channels that she has, her channels are Life, Adapted, and The Sun Won't Red. So I've just been thinking, so anyway, I'm gonna go now because I'm tired and I need to go read. Okay guys, bye!